welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Clara. Yes, I'm wearing the same top that I wore last week. That was because I decided to do this video before rounding off. So today I'm going to be talking about questions you should be asking if you're dating in 2023. Like we all know, dating now, it's not funny. Shout out to everyone dating and looking, because the street is not smiling. I'm going to be sharing important questions you should be asking. Before I get started, how you guys doing? I hope you guys are great. I am doing well over here. So let's get right into today's video. The first question you should ask in this generation in 2023 is ask about their sexuality. These are the questions you should be asking. What is your sexuality? I want to know. If you've not been asking that question, I think it's very important in 2023 to start asking that question. At least you know what you're going into. Either way, whatever their sexualities are, we are not judging anyone. That's their reality, and you gotta respect that. But you need to know what you're getting into. I've seen a lot lately that has happened that I feel like it's something that is important now, that people must ask this question, no matter how tough it sounds, no matter how tough it seems, but that's the reality. So in 2023, start asking, what's your sexuality? It's better to know, it's better to ask than go in blind. The second question you should ask in 2023, talk about finances. People shy about asking questions about finances. But if you're going to build your life with someone in 2023, ask about their finances. What do you do for a living? How much do you earn? What are we bringing to the table? Are we going to do joint account? How are we going to build our finances? It's a very important question. If you're dating in 2023, that should be on your top list, because you're going to be building life with someone. It's a tough question, but as tough as it is, it's the reality. Many homes are breaking today because of financial issue. Ask questions like, even how do you see money? Because some people are slaves to money, some people are more giving. So these are very important questions. Start asking about finances in 2023. Another question you should be asking is about your life, your intimate life. How many times do you want it in a week? Even if as Christians, we don't talk about this, we are not supposed to be talking about these things. But with the things that we see going on these days, you got to start asking these questions. I mean, you might not be doing it, you shouldn't be doing it as Christians, but ask about it. Do you love to? I mean, it's harder to ask when you're not even engaged in things like this. But the truth is, sometimes you want to know. Compatibility in that sense really matters, because I have heard situations where people say, I am cheating because he's not reaching my goals as a woman. He's not compatible in that sense. I want it every day and he doesn't want it every day. Or he wants it every day and I am not that kind of person. So talk about your sexual compatibility. It is so important. Ask, how many times do you want it in a week? You know, it's a cool question to ask. Ask that question, sister, brother, because these things are so important in marriage, and you don't want to get to your being married and not, you know, and come and see that you're thrown into a dark and you're not enjoying that part of your life. I mean, life is too short not to enjoy that part of your life, so why not? But moving on, those are the questions you should be asking in 2023. The next question for me that you should be asking in 2023 is ask questions like, what do you understand about commitment? Some people are not able to commit, and that's the sad reality. They are not, in that sense, not disciplined enough to understand what commitment is. Some people are wanting to commit but still want to eat the cake and have it. So if you're one person that you're so big on commitment, ask the other person, ask both, and this applies to both genders, what does commitment really mean to you? Ask that question, because no matter how much the person lies about it, you can tell when someone understands what they are fully getting into based on the answer that they will give to you. What does commitment mean to you? And if he or she could explain commitment with a straight face and understand what it means and explain it, at least you know that he understands, or he or she understands what they are going into. What does commitment means to you? It's so important. Don't ignore that, because a lot of people want to get married but they still want to be single. So they're two different people. You are coming in with the mindset that you're going to be committed to this relationship 100%. The other person is saying, I just want to have a wife, I just want to have a husband, but I don't understand what commitment is because I struggle with that part of my life. So just understand basic questions like, what does commitment really mean to you? And maybe that would help you get your clarity. So the next question again you should be asking in 2023 is, how many kids do we really want to have? And it is no brainer that in 2023, I don't think a lot of people want to have more than 2 kids. 3 kids maximum. Do you want kids? Ask this question. It gets why. This is so important. Ask this question. Do you want kids? How many kids do you want to have? If he's able to answer, both of you are able to come to an agreement, because what happens, even when the other person, both of you really want kids, you want 2, he wants 3. I feel like in marriages, this is what causes chaos. You go into that marriage without discussing this, and you get into that marriage, you want 4 kids, and the man just wants 1 child. Then you now start trying to force the man to have another child, and he's telling you, I don't want more than 1 child. In the relationship, because now you guys didn't talk about this, now you're in the relationship, now you want 4 kids and he doesn't want 4 kids, he wants 1 child. And you know, that's why the chaos, because kids don't keep marriages. So I think you should talk about this. How many kids do you want to have? If you both can come to the agreement on how many kids you want to have, it wouldn't be an issue. Not, oh, I think I want 1 more child, I'm bored. No, there will be no question. We already talked about it. Once you go into that marriage, there's no question about how many kids you guys want to have, because you guys already had the agreement that you don't want more than this amount of kids. Once you ask this question, if the person does not abide to these things in the relationship, you can hold them accountable. We talked about this, honey, before we got into this marriage. We talked about this. Why are you backing up now? Hold them accountable. But once you do not ask these questions, you don't have anything to hold them accountable for, because you want to believe that you can change the person in relationship. I want 4 kids. We didn't talk about it now. Me, I want 4 kids. So then you would stylishly go and remove your birth control because you want to lure the man into having more than 1 kid. And now when you have the child, you find out that your husband is not paying attention to the child, is not happy that you're pregnant. It becomes chaotic in marriages. These are reasons why you should ask this question. Is important. It's very important. And finally, for me, talk about your vacations. Are you one person that loves to go on vacations? Does he think that vacations are not very important? Because there's some people that think that vacations are a waste of money. Yeah. And you love vacations. You love family time. You love to spend time with family, go somewhere, travel. But if the other person is not in line with that vision, it becomes a problem. Is vacation, family vacation, important to you? Or do you see it as a waste of time and a waste of money? If you're one person that enjoys family time like I do, I enjoy family time a lot. If you're not one person, if you enjoy vacation as a family, I enjoy that a lot. And I go marry someone that does not see it, or does not see it as value, or does not add any value to it, then it becomes a problem. So you need to ask this question. Do we take vacation once a year or once in 2 years? What does vacation, family vacation, means to you? You need to ask this question. Then you guys can come to an agreement that, hey, once a year we're going to be going on vacation. When you get married and a person refuses to stand or refuse to abide by what you guys talked about, you can hold the person accountable. We talked about this, honey. We had an agreement that once a year we're going to go. So now you guys are going to be planning on how to save for those vacations. Situations might come in the relationship that might prevent you guys from going to that vacation, but it's understandable because life could happen. but at least you guys know that family vacations are important to you. So I've come to the end of my video today. I'm still going to be giving tips in my next video on ways that we could build a healthier relationship. If you're looking forward to that video as much as I'm looking forward to it, please stick back, subscribe to my channel if you like what you see, and we can take the conversation in the comment section. Like I always do at the end of my videos, you are loved, you are kind, you are valuable, you are precious. Do not let anyone tell you otherwise. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.